everyone, and welcome to Tall Tales, brought to you all the way from the Story Barn. I am sure that a lot of you have been here before, but if you've never, then you must come just to check out our slide. I'm telling you, it's a great slide. It's one of the slidiest slides you can ever find. And now coming up to spring, you definitely give it a go. Now, you must be wondering what's my name. Why am I chatting at you from this screen? Well, my name is really nice and simple, and I'm sure that you can learn it like that. Can you give me a click? Great! My name is Róża Różańska z Drogórza pod Drogórzami z Jeziora Warmińskiego z Barami Mazur. Can you say Dzień dobry, Róża Różańska z Drogórza pod Drogórzami z Jeziora Warmińskiego i Barami Mazur? Wow, that's unbelievable. You just hit every note right. I'm impressed. Well, if you don't have that much time and you just want to ask me a quick question, you can call me Ricky instead. Can you make this noise with your tongue? Great, that sounds so good. Now, do you think we can say all together after three, Ricky? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, Ricky! Thank you so much for this warm welcome, guys. It feels so good to be back. Now, what I wanted to do today is to teach you a little rhyme. And this rhyme is about 5 little peas. So, it goes like this. 5 little peas in a pea pot press. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. And they grew, and they grew, and they did not stop until one day the pot went pop. Shall we say it all together? Now, I will say one sentence and you will repeat after me. Are we ready? So, it goes like this. 5 little peas in a pea pot press. Can we do it all together? 5 little peas in a pea pot press. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. Right, let's do it together. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. Very good. And they grew, and they grew, and they did not stop. Let's do it all together. And they grew, and they grew, and they did not stop. Until one day the pot went pop. Until one day the pot went pop. Great! Let's do it one more time, all together. Let's go. 5 little peas in a pea pot press. 1 grew, 2 grew, and so did all the rest. And they grew, and they grew, and they did not stop until one day the pot went pop. Ha! That's great! You're smashing it, guys. Oh, you know what? All this chatting about peas got me really hungry. It really did. Do you know how to say to eat in Makaton? Because I do. Because I get hungry quite a lot. You to say to eat in Makaton, you go like this. To eat. Do you think we can do it all together? You have to make a little bow like this with your hand and tap your mouth 2 times. To eat. That's great. Let's do it again. To eat. Guys, you're such quick learners. Oh, you're unbelievable. I love it all so much. Now, when you come to the story bar, we do hear a lot of exciting things. But one of my favorite things to do is reading. Yeah, it's reading all those stories that we have in here. Look behind me. There's so many stories that you can just come here and sit down and have a little read of, or just have a run around as well. Depends what you fancy. But usually after you do a very long run or a fast walk, you feel like you might be ready for a story. And today I've brought you a very grand tall tale. called. Well, actually, do you think you can guess what story it is? I'll give you some clues. It has 3 beans, and they might be a little bit magical. No, it's not The Princess and the Pea. It has a boy in it called Jack. And there is a giant beanstalk in it. What might it be? Yes, of course, it's called Jack and the Beanstalk. What would I do without you guys? Oh, thank you so much for all this help, helping me guess what story I'm telling, because as you can tell, I'm quite forgetful and I don't know what I'm talking about. So, let's grab our books together and let's start our story. And of course, we started by saying, once upon a slime. What? That's not how you say a story. Is it once upon a line? Once upon a time? Once upon a story time? No, you're right. Absolutely. It's once upon a time. Well, let's say it all together, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Once upon a time. Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, there lived a poor widow and her son Jack. One day, Jack's mother told him to sell their only cow. Jack went to the market, and on the way he met a man who wanted to buy his cow. Jack asked, "What will you give me in return for my cow?" The man answered, "I will give you 5 magic beans." Not 3, but 5 magic beans. Unbelievable. Now, do you think it's a good barter to swap, to exchange 5 magic beans for a cow? Yes? No? What do you think Jack will do? Will he exchange the cow for the beans? Let's find out. Jack took the magic beans and gave the man the cow. But when he reached home, Jack's mother was very cross with him. "Can you give me your angry face?" She said, "You fool! He took away your cow and gave you some beans." She threw the beans out of the window. Jack was very sad and went to sleep without dinner. The next day, when Jack woke up in the morning, "Can you all give me a big stretch of the yawn? Oh, just get out of bed." And you look out of your window, and there he saw a huge beanstalk had grown from his magic beans. Oh, imagine the amount of beans that must have been on that beanstalk. Do you think there was some jelly beans growing on there? I wish. He climbed up the beanstalk and reached a kingdom in the sky. There lived a giant and his wife. Jack went inside the house and found the giant's wife in the kitchen. Jack said, "Could you please give me something to eat? I'm so hungry. Can you show me a little growl?" Oh, yes. I'm so hungry. And how do we say to eat in Makaton? Very good. The wife was kind and gave him some bread and milk. While he was eating, the giant came home. The giant was very big and looked very fearsome. Can you show me your fearsome face? Very good. Jack was terrified and went and hid inside. Giant cried, "Fee, fee, fo, fum! I smell the blood of the Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grant his bone to make my bread." Ah! Would you be scared if you've heard something like this? Yes, I would have been as well. The wife said, "There is no boy in here." So the giant ate his food and then went to his room. He took out his sack of gold coins, counted them, and kept them aside. He went to sleep. Shh, shh. In the night, Jack crept out of his hiding place, took one sack of golden coins, and climbed down the beanstalk. At home, he gave the coins to his mother. His mother was very happy, and they lived well for some time. How do you feel the giant must have felt once he woke up and the coins were missing? He must have been really, really angry. I know. Well, let's see what happens now. After a couple of weeks, Jack climbed the beanstalk and went to the giant's house again. Think he's gonna find a happy giant up there? Once again, Jack asked the giant's wife for food, but while he was eating, the giant returned. What did you think Jack did? He leapt up in a fright and went to hid under the table. The giant cried, "Fee, fo, fum! I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." The wife said, "There is no boy in here." The giant ate his food and went to his room. There, he took out a hen. "Can you all give me a chicken, chicken, chicky voice?" He shouted, "Lay!" And the hen laid a golden egg. Imagine. When the giant fell asleep, Jack took the hen and climbed down the beanstalk. Jack's mother was very happy with him. Well, yeah, I think Jack's pulling the string here now, doesn't he? Taking a golden laying egg chicken? Giant must be fuming, no? After some days, Jack once again climbed the beanstalk and went to the giant's castle for the third time. Jack met the giant's wife and asked for some food. Do you think that giant's wife will give Jack some food? Yes. Why do you think she will do that? Maybe the giant's wife understands that the sharing means caring. But while Jack was eating, the giant came home. "Fee, fee, fo, fum! I smell the blood of the Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread," cried the giant. "Don't be silly. There is no bone in here," said the wife. The giant had a magical harp that could play beautiful songs. Can you get out your harp for me and play your beautiful song? Sounds just beautiful, guys. While the giant slept, Jack took the harp and was just about to leave when suddenly the harp cried, "Help, master! A boy is stealing me!" The giant woke up and saw Jack with the harp. Furious, he ran after Jack, but Jack was too fast for him. He ran down the beanstalk and reached home. The giant followed him down. Jack quickly ran inside his house and fetched an axe. What do you think he's gonna do with that axe? Grab your axe and let's chop that beanstalk. Chop, chop, chop. The giant fell and died. Jack and his mother were now very, very rich and lived happily ever after. And this is the end of our story. So let's grab our storybooks and close them together and say the end. Let's say it all together after three. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. The end. Guys, what do you think the moral of the story is? Hmm? Maybe this story is trying to tell us that sharing is very important. Um, hmm. I want you to have a good think about it and tell me about it once you come into the store then. Okay? Great. Well, let's put the stories aside and get into some crafting. Because I just love the craft. It's the most zen time that you can get during the day. It just really, really relaxes me. And also, you can get something really beautiful or really silly after it. So, before I started chatting to you today, I have made this cow. Look! Her name is Carla, and she comes all the way from Argentina. So, I shall show you how to make this very, very puppet nice and quick. Are we ready? So, you need a bit of a carton like this. And then I want you to put it in half. And woo! You need to draw out a stencil of a cow onto that card. Just like this. Now make sure that you're drawing your cow on top here where the page has been folded. There we go. I'm going to draw it out now. Just follow the stencil. And don't forget about the tail. Cows got beautiful, beautiful long tails. Once you've got your stencil down on your card, we're going to cut it out. So grab some scissors and follow the line. There we go. Da, 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 da. There we go. Here is my cow. Now, you can either take some of the paper that we have got left over and cut out an ear out of this and glue it on our cow, or you can just try to cut out an ear out of the paper that we already have. There we go, just like that. Can you see? Now, I take my cow apart and I pop the ears out, like this. Look. Now, you just need to decorate your car. You can do anything on it. You can put anything. You can put spirals, you can put lines, you can just do your good old casual black and white cow or brown cow, whatever you fancy. And after you're done, you either take a pencil or you take you get a stick and you tape your cow to the piece of paper. Once you're done, you get something like this. Now, you can either use this as a beautiful puppet for your own theatre show, but even you can use this for a shadow show. Have you ever done shadow puppetry? No? Well, this is the time. Now, I will tell you a story about our Carla. Carla, as I said, comes from Argentina, and she came to England all the way on jet skis. I know, isn't it just crazy? All the way on jet skis. And while she was coming all this way through Argentina, through the whole wide ocean, Argentina became a mate with a whale. Mm-hmm. I know, with a big blue whale. And everyone knows that the big blue whales are not very chatty. And that's because they just very busy eating all the plankton that they had. So Carla decided to help our whale by going in and taking a huge net to collect all the plankton in order to help feed her mate, Welmer. Welmer the whale, that was his name. Yes. And that's what she was doing. She was doing that for years, just going around the oceans, jet skiing and collecting plankton for whales and learning the beautiful technique of whale language. Now, I will allow you to think of what that might sound by yourself. There we go. Now, everyone, just before I go, I am going to leave you with a little recommendation. hmm With my recommendation of the book that I want to give to you is one of the biggest hits that we've read here in Storybound. And I'm sure that some of you have heard about it before. But going into the spring, we're getting a little bit more active. So I think it'll be a great one to take us in and stretch ourselves out a little bit. And the book I would like to recommend is called The Yoga Ogre. Now get ready for your headstands. Let's get ready for your downward dogs. You will really enjoy this book. I know I did. Look at me, how stretched I am. My hands here. I know. I stretched out before this. Now, everyone, thank you so much for coming and listening to our tall tales all the way from the story barn. You've been such a great crowd. My name was Ricky, and it was so lovely to do this with you today. And enjoy the rest of your day. Sending you all of the warm love and energy from the story barn. Bye.